We all know these kinds of charts are a staple of Wall Street, and the implication is that you're supposed to draw this mental line and assume Bitcoin will fall dramatically as well. The problem is it may not go to nothing, or like the stock market in 1929, it may fall big and then just come back again. Here's my thoughts. It's still too early in this cycle for this to definitely be called a bubble. Call it what we experienced, perhaps a bubbleette. I don't know. This is like the internet in the 1980s. A lot of people tell me that there may be a lot more room to go. So I think it's a little too early to say the bubble is completely burst. Melissa, back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Bob Pisani. For more on this, let's bring in a former JP Morgan trader who went all in on crypto. Danny Masters is the chairman of CoinShares, which launched the world's first publicly traded Bitcoin and Ethereum funds. Danny, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thanks,
you launched this fund back in 2014, so you've been an early believer in Bitcoin, and this after successful career at JP Morgan as a commodities trader, right? So when you take a look at a chart like that Bank of America Merrill Lynch had put out, what do you think?
I wonder where Bank of America were on the very left side of that chart, because I don't remember the bullish call on the way up to start with. Look, I think crypto is a difficult marketplace to analyze. There are metrics that don't exist in the markets that we traditionally know and love. And so I look at people like Chris Beninsky, who I know is a guest here frequently, like Spencer Bogart, who is Carlotta Ochoa, who works for us, Chris Bendixson, people who've been around crypto for 5 years will give you a very, very different feel than this chart looks like this chart kind of approach. So it's a tough one to call.
How do you actually trade crypto? And
He's right. No one has a crystal ball, and if you do, let me know. But one thing that I've been preaching, and it looks like so far it was the strategy to go, is dollar cost average, because we are now looking at some green numbers, and what do you know? Bitcoin up 12%. Ripple, the coin that I have been trashing, up 21%. Even Bitcoin Cash moving up, Litecoin. So is this the bottom or is it a bubble? And I don't care. As long as you're dollar cost averaging, it doesn't really matter. So I obviously have told you guys in the past, I have limit orders to buy Bitcoin at 5,000. I think I even put an order to buy Bitcoin at like 1,500. And I have, if you've watched this channel, I put one full Bitcoin order if it hits $777. So could it fall down to $777? I doubt it. I think there's a higher possibility of a large earthquake hitting California and completely destroying my real estate portfolio. But I'm not worried, because I started making my buys at the 10,000 mark, which I overpaid, but I didn't really know. Looking back at it in hindsight, though, I should have probably waited for it to go under the 200-day moving average, but I didn't want to miss. So I started buying at 10,000, and obviously I'm down on those trades, but it doesn't really matter because I've been increasing my buys, especially as cryptocurrencies has been getting crushed. So my recommendation to everyone is don't try to time the market. If you've been buying, great. If you've been holding, great. If you've been selling, shame on you. I told you a gazillion times on this channel not to sell. And moving forward, just dollar cost average. And if your average buy is already pretty low, there's no point into buying. Let's just say if it goes up to 9,000 or 10,000, there's no point to continue to buy or just do a smaller buy. Instead, just kind of hold. But it really depends on your risk tolerance and how comfortable you feel. But I am very comfortable. Now, is this a bubble or a bottom? I still think that it could go down. This could be a trap. But personally, I don't really care, because once again, I just think of long term, and I made the prediction Bitcoin will hit $1 trillion by the end of the year, and I think that's going to still happen. But I have been wrong about my other predictions. I did predict, or I was predicting, that we would hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I just didn't think it was going to come so quickly. So thank you very much, guys. And what's awesome is I think we should hit 8,000 by the time I release this video. If not, we're going to hit 8,000 subscribers, and that 10,000 goal seems like a possibility for maybe the end of May, but I'm not good at predicting everything. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.